Hey everyone, welcome to Blaze Themes video tutorial. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to build a full news website using the Online Newspaper Pro theme. If you want to dig deeper into all the features, check out our documentation. We've dropped the link right in the video description. Oh, and if you're on the free version, you might notice some features are missing compared to what I'm showing here. All right, let's set up the header using the header builder. The Online Newspaper WordPress theme comes with a pretty awesome header builder where you can throw in all kinds of widgets, like a newsletter button, ticker news, Instagram, and a bunch more. We've packed in everything you need to build a solid, professional news site header. So this is what the default header looks like. Let's shake things up a bit and add a few more sections. That way you can get a feel for all the cool stuff you can do with it. Let's edit the first row of the header layout. Right now it's empty, so it's not showing up at all. Let's throw some widgets in there. In the first column, I'm adding a date-time widget, and I'll also toss in a secondary menu. By the way, you can add as many widgets as you want in the same column. Pretty handy. In the second column, I'm going to show the social icons, which are already showing up in the second row, so let's just drag them up here. To add more social icons, just click on the widget and all the options will pop up. Add as many as you like. Now let's tweak the design a little so everything looks nice in that first row. And there we go. The top header is looking great. Now let's edit the second row of the header. Right now, the site title is sitting in the middle column. Let me drag it over to the first column. I'm switching this row to show only 2 columns. Much better. I went with this layout so we can show an ad banner on the right side. Let's add an image widget and drop in the advertisement banner image there. And now it's looking good. Now let's edit the third row of the header. I'm setting this one up to show the main menu on the left and a search icon on the right. And there we go. Looks great. Let's change the site title and display site logo. And hide the site title. Looks fine. Next, let's change the background from the default dark to white. Head over to the header builder and change the background color. Oops, now all the white text has disappeared. But don't worry, each widget has its own design options, so we can change the text color individually. For now, though, I'm just going to set the first row's background back to dark. There we go. Much better. Now let's make a few final tweaks to the third row, adjusting the padding a little so it sits nicer. I'm also changing the background color to white and the text color to black. All right, just a couple more finishing touches to really make the header pop. And lastly, I'm adding a little box shadow to give it some separation from the content area. So much better! With just a few clicks, our header looks totally different from the default. Feel free to play around with all these options and make your site stand out from your typical news site. Now that the header has been customized, let's begin our journey in front page sections. Inside the front page sections panel, there is reorder sections. From here, we can reorder sections like main banner, web stories, video playlist section, etc. This control will appear in all the sections that are listed here. For now, I want the main banner to be hidden, while the left content right sidebar section is visible, and I want it just above the web stories section. Let's now customize our left content right sidebar section. As the name suggests, the main content will be shown in the left, while others will be shown in the right as sidebar. We can add multiple blocks in this sections, like the news filter, news alter, news grid, etc. We can add as many as we want. I will add the news alter block. Let's reorder news alter and news filter block, and remove news filter block for now. Click on the arrow button to see its controls. I don't want block title, so I will leave it empty. Let's hide View All label, and from the Post Query dropdown, in the Number of Posts to Display control, I will set to 7. Now, as you can see, the left content is filled, but the right sidebar is empty. In the top of the section, click on Manage Right Sidebar. It will redirect us to respective sidebar setting. From here, I will add a widget called One Newspaper Posts List. You can see different variety of control, but for now, I will hide its categories and display is hexerped. Now, let's customize left sidebar, right content. It's the exact opposite of the left content, right sidebar section. By default, when we enter this section, News List block is added. Make this section visible. I want the News Alter block here as well, and hide News List block. Let's choose Layout 4. I want to display only 6 posts here, and I don't want to display its block title as well, so I will leave it empty. Now let's move on to customizing our left sidebar. Here I will add one newspaper post grid 2-column widget. Here we have options like how many posts to show, which category to show from, show hide post categories, etc. I don't want to show the Ajax Load More button, so we'll uncheck this. This is the full width section. Here there are no sidebars, just content. I will use the news filter block here so that users can filter posts based on certain categories. In this block, a total of 6 layouts are given. I will select Layout 6 because I want my layout to look like a simple grid. Just below the news filter block, I want to show an advertisement. There are a couple of options here. Firstly, I will add an image for the advertisement. You can also add its URL. Next, I will customize the 3-column section. This section will have 3 columns. In each column, you can add its own different blocks. I want this section above the bottom full width, so I will sort it as such. In all 3 columns, the news list block is added by default. In the first column, I will hide the date and category. In the second column, I will add news alter block. In the third column, let's hide post author, post category, and post comment. Then I will increase the number of posts to show to 5 and also set its order by to Z to A so that the posts are different from column 1 and 2. Back in first column news list, I will increase the number of posts to 5 as well. In the bottom full width section, News Carousel block is added by default. It's a block where the posts are displayed in a slider. Here, I want to display 4 columns, and I don't want to show any dots or pagers. I want the oldest posts to be displayed first, so I will set the order by to oldest to newest. And from the Design tab, I will make it full content so that it's wider than the 3-column section. Okay, with this, we have completed the customization of front page sections. Now let's move on and customize the archive section of the front page. We are given 5 layouts to choose from, and by default, layout 1 is selected. I want my site to look a bit packed, so I will select layout 5. I would like to show a bit more excerpt, so we'll increase the words in excerpt to 50 from 20. I will show the Read More button. Now let's customize the sidebar. In Post List widget, I will show posts of a specific category. Set its layout to 2 and disable Ajax Load More. The second widget to add is one Newspaper Social Icons. I will show the labels of the social icons and columns set to 1. The third widget to add is one Newspaper Category Collection. This ends the customization of Archive and its sidebar. In the Colors panel, we have 2 sections: Theme Colors and Category Colors. In the Theme Colors section, we can change the theme color set, add and change the preset and number of presets for both solid and gradient. From the category color, we can set the typography of the categories, adjust padding and border radius so that the category seems unique. We can also change the text color and background of each category. Note that categories that don't have any posts assigned to it won't be displayed here. Next to discuss is the typography section. Here we can set the preset typographies. The post title, meta, and content control the typography of its respective fields in the entire site. Notice that the entire site has reflected the change. In the block title, let's choose Block Title Layout to 4. You can also change the typography of the entire block title. In the Sidebar Options section, we get the options to select sidebar layouts for different pages, like front page, archive, pages, and single posts, along with the ability to make the sidebar sticky. I want the sidebar's archives to be sticky, so I will enable Sidebar Sticky in Archives. All right, finally, let's update the footer using the Footer Builder. Since we've already worked with the Header Builder, this should feel pretty familiar and easy to navigate. Let's edit the first row of the Footer Builder. I'm setting it up with 3 columns. In the first column, I'm adding the Sidebar 1 widget area. The cool thing is you can stack multiple widgets in here. So let's add a Post List widget and set the layout to 1. Looks really clean in the footer. In the second column, I'm dropping in the Sidebar 2 widget area and doing the same thing to show another post list there. And in the third column, I'm adding the Sidebar 3 widget area with a category widget. Let's tweak the design a little to make it all look nice. And there we go, looking great. For the second and third rows, I'm just going to leave them as default for now, since they already look good with the social icons and copyright text. But of course, feel free to customize those however you like. Now publish all the changes. Okay, there you have it. Our site is complete. It's pretty straightforward and easy.